Just a
No, which person is this, by the way?
Raghunath.
So, can you tell us something about yourself, your name, your designation?
I am a computer operator. Name is Mamta Shetty.
How long have you been working here?
I've been here for the last 11 years. And I'm out actually, just going.
So, where do you live?
I live in BTM here.
Can you tell us about your education background?
I've done my BCom and my interior designing.
Where do you come from? What is your native city?
Native place is Mangalore, but born and brought up in Bangalore.
How many members are there in your family?
There's 6 of us.
So, do you watch TV?
Yeah, definitely. Something that just gets your mind off whatever it is.
Do you read newspapers?
Yes.
When do you read newspapers?
Morning.
Every day.
Every day.
Do you buy newspapers?
Yeah.
You read magazines?
Yes.
So, do you look at ads in the newspapers?
Newspaper, yeah. If it's a nice, colorful one, definitely something that catches your eye. Not everything. You don't just like, Times of India is something like, it's just ads, no? But we take Indian Express at home, so
Okay.
ads is very little.
Okay.
And it has to be really flashy for to actually spend time on it.
Okay, okay. Do you think TV is a substitute for newspaper?
No, not at all.
Okay. How do you like to keep yourself informed? You read newspapers?
Yeah, television also.
You watch TV,
newspaper.
you listen to radio?
Radio, yeah. Radio is like whenever you get time, but when you're driving. When you're
Do
driving.
you browse internet?
Net very little. I hardly find the time because once I go back home, I'm exhausted and we don't have access to the net here.
Okay. So, which medium do you think is the most reliable for information, each among TV, newspaper?
Newspaper. At least the paper which I read, I'm happy with.
Okay. You read newspapers in your native language, which is Kannada?
It's like we get the paper at home, but I can't make the effort to read it in that. No, I don't. Because my Kannada is pretty bad in reading at least. No, it's like some news, some particular article, if somebody tells you at home it's good, that's when you really make an effort to read it. Otherwise, no.
So, who else reads newspaper at your home? Your
Dad, mom, husband, kids.
Everybody reads newspapers. So you read newspapers out of need, out of habit, out of interest?
It's habit, interest and need, all three.
Okay. What needs does a
Need is
newspaper
like,
actually?
you need to know what's happening around you.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's like, and you don't feel like a fool when somebody talks about something. Because you need to keep yourself updated with whatever, like interest rates or whatever field it is, whatever happening in the share market. It's always, you keep brushing yourself up.
Yeah, how much time do you spend in reading newspaper?
At least half an hour
Okay.
minimum.
Okay. Okay.
If you don't catch up something, you read in the evening.
Which sections of the newspaper do you like to read? Front page?
Front page, yes.
City news?
The second one. City news also I enjoy.
National news?
That also.
Sports?
Sports little bit. Because
International-
basically you get, sports you get to listen to it more in
International
reading.
news?
That also, yeah.
Entertainment?
Entertainment a little less. It's like, I will just look at it but not really read.
Back page, the last page is called
That
cartoon.
is sports stuff. No, back page is sports stuff only. So I listen to it basically. Sports is, I get it from my older son and my husband. So I listen to it that way and on television. Reading in the newspaper, sports is a little less.
Okay. Do you read news on the internet?
No. Browsing is, you get into the net just for checking your mails or whatever it is.
You read city supplements?
That is, Indian Express, they do have it. So you know what's happening in your city. So
No, I mean this.
There is a separate section
Yeah.
which comes in Indian Express.
yeah, city
Yes.
Express.
Yes.
Yes.
So that, yeah, that's, you get to know whatever's happening around
Okay.
your city.
So you look at the ads which come in that supplement.
Ads in that supplement, I think not much.
They are like very specific, very local ads.
Well, not much. Actually, Indian Express is not a place which I think is meant for ads because they don't have color in it. So it's basically news that you're looking for in Express.
So
So if you want to see ads, Times of India. Just because you get to see whatever's happening, so that's how it is.
If it comes to job, what would be your primary source of information?
Job in the sense, change it if you want to change.
Yes.
I'll tell you the truth. So far, it's been like family with your kids just growing up. So it's like you haven't really thought about a career as such. You're working fine. It's that 10 to 5 job.
Okay.
So you're here, finish your work, and it's over. Like you haven't thought to put. At least I haven't done it for myself. It's not. I am not career oriented right now. So maybe another 2 years later, I start looking at it.
Yeah, so in that case, what would be your source of information? Newspaper?
People, But you have website addresses. So if you're really interested, you can get into it and check.
Okay. So real estate, buying and selling houses, property.
It's like, so far it's been whenever you wanted to. Now is the time when we're actually looking at it. So most probably it'll be the internet only. More than the newspaper. I think it'll be the net.
Okay. So buying and selling like cars or some buying or selling thing.
How do we go about it? I haven't actually given ads in the newspaper, so I'm not sure how it's going to be done.
You have never read those classifieds?
I have, but it's like only when
When
I
do you
have a
do-
requirement.
when do you read those
Only when I
classifieds?
have a requirement.
Like,
did you have a requirement?
Otherwise, I do not touch it. As
Okay.
this thing like everyday thing, I do not even look at it.
Okay.
Because it's like right now we were looking for an apartment to shift into, so I did check it.
Okay.
Just rounded off and then called up. So it's newspaper.
Have you heard of yellow pages?
Yeah.
You ever use them?
Yeah, whenever you need to make a special call or whatever it is,
Okay,
basically,
okay.
or you want to check some furniture fell out of, you need something, then you take it. It's fine.
Have you heard of Sulekha?
So it's a magazine, right?
It's a classified website.
No.
Okay. Just dial, that number that you can use.
That's on the net?
Yeah, that you
What-
can
what
just
exactly?
call
That's a
and,
phone number.
and they would give you any information you want.
It's called Jazz Style.
Just
Just
Just Style.
Have you ever used those ad mags, those newspapers? So do you look at an ad if it promotes a sale or something?
Sort of, yeah. It depends on if you're planning on shopping in the weekend,
Okay.
then that's what you look at. Like if you're going to Times of India, weekend you're planning some shopping, so you just have a look at what's happening around you. And then maybe go into that place.
What word comes to your mind when you hear the word news?
Right now it's like, either it's the shares or the terrorism part of it. It's just that's happening right now.
Advertisement?
Television only. Advertisements for me it's basically television. not
Newspaper?
newspaper.
What word comes to
For
you?
me it's Express, Indian Express.
Magazine?
Magazine is Reader's Digest. That's the best I like.
Have you heard of this thing called Daag Achhe Hain?
Yeah, Surf Excel.
Okay.
Listen to it.
So what comes to your mind when you see this picture?
This is Hutch.
What comes to your mind when you look at this?
Classifieds.
Do you look at these? Okay. Look at these ads.
These things, I will whatever comes in the thing is just, it's like, okay, is this something interesting and then you check it. It's like hardly. If it's something you want to look into, the top headline is what you look at.
Okay.
If it's something that interests you and something that you're looking for, then you will read it. Otherwise, okay, that's it. Just
Okay,
the
so
top thing.
if it's of your interest, you may look at it.
Yeah. It depends on how good the headline is and whether it is something that you require.
Thank you.
Thank you.